Have you ever felt like you're being watched? Not in a paranoid way, but as if there's an invisible spotlight following you wherever you go? People stare at you in coffee shops. Strangers seem unusually interested in your conversations. Your social media posts get analyzed more deeply than others. Your name comes up in conversations you're not part of. Even when you're alone, you sense this strange awareness, like the universe itself is paying attention. If this resonates with you, you're not imagining things. And you're definitely not alone. There's a reason why certain people attract this level of attention, and it has nothing to do with fame, wealth, or conventional success. It's something deeper, something spiritual. You're being watched because you're different. You carry something others desperately want to understand, capture, or sometimes destroy. Today, we are uncovering the 8 profound reasons why everyone watches you. These aren't surface level observations. They're spiritual truths about what it means to be chosen, to carry light in a world accustomed to shadows. By the end of this, you'll understand not just why you're being watched, but how to harness this attention to fulfill your divine purpose. Because being observed isn't a burden, it's confirmation that you're doing exactly what you are called to do. Let's begin. 1. Your presence creates deep emotional impact. When you walk into a room, something shifts. The energy changes. People feel it even if they can't explain it. Your presence doesn't just occupy space, it transforms it. You evoke emotions in others that they didn't expect to feel. Joy, inspiration, sometimes discomfort, often deep introspection. Your energy is so authentic, so intense, that it reaches past people's defenses and touches something raw within them. This isn't about being loud or dramatic. In fact, many chosen ones are quiet, reserved, even introverted, but your energy speaks volumes your mouth never needs to utter. People become emotional around you without understanding why. They suddenly feel compelled to share stories they've never told anyone. They confess fears, dreams, and secrets in your presence. You create a space where emotions flow freely, where masks come off, where people feel permission to be authentically themselves. This is rare and powerful, and it's precisely why people watch you so closely. But here's what's fascinating. The emotional impact you create doesn't end when the conversation does. People think about you long after you've left. They replay interactions, trying to understand what they felt. You become a catalyst for their internal transformation, whether they realize it or not. This emotional resonance also inspires life changes. People who encounter you often feel motivated to pursue more authentic paths, to live with greater purpose, to stop settling for mediocrity. You remind them, simply by existing, that living with integrity and passion is possible. They watch you because you've awakened something in them that was sleeping. You've shown them what's possible, and now they can't look away. 2. Your light provokes envy. Let's talk about something uncomfortable. Your light makes some people jealous. You shine brightly and authentically in a world where most people have learned to dim themselves to fit in. Your refusal to conform, your commitment to being genuinely yourself, it stands out. And while this attracts admiration from some, it provokes envy from others. The people who envy you haven't found their own light yet. They see you glowing and feel threatened because your brightness exposes their darkness. This isn't about you being better than them. It's about you reflecting back what they wish they could be, but don't know how to become. Envy manifests in subtle ways. Dismissive glances, sarcastic comments, attempts to minimize your achievements. People might constantly criticize you, waiting for you to make mistakes. They scrutinize your every move, hoping to find evidence that you're not as special as you seem. Some will even try to imitate you, copying your style, your words, your approach to life. This imitation is actually hidden admiration wrapped in the uncomfortable wrapper of envy. They want what you have, but they don't yet understand that your light comes from within, not from external circumstances they can replicate. Here's the truth. Their envy isn't about you. It's about their own internal struggles, their unhealed wounds, their fear of their own potential. Your presence forces them to confront aspects of themselves they'd rather ignore. But over time, envy can transform. As people face their own shadows and begin their healing journey, that initial jealousy can evolve into genuine respect and admiration. Your consistent authenticity becomes an inspiration rather than a threat. The envy you provoke is actually confirmation that you're making a real impact. If no one was jealous, if everyone was completely comfortable around you, you might need to check if your light is shining at all. 3. Your presence sparks insatiable curiosity. People want to figure you out. They need to understand what makes you different, where your strength comes from, what drives you. You're a mystery they can't quite solve, and this drives them crazy in the best and worst ways. Your energy, your perspective, your approach to life. It doesn't usual patterns. You're tuned into something they sense, but can't quite grasp. And this creates an almost obsessive curiosity. This curiosity manifests as questions, lots of them. People interrogate you about your beliefs, your experiences, your worldview. They're not just making conversation. They're genuinely trying to understand how you operate at such a different frequency. They hope that by understanding you, they'll discover the key to unlocking their own potential. Some take this curiosity further, quietly investigating you. They ask others about you. They pay close attention to your social media. They remember details you mentioned in passing. Your life becomes a source of fascination and study. But here's what's really happening. They're not just curious about you. They're curious about what you represent. You embody possibilities they haven't considered. You live with an authenticity they crave. You demonstrate that a different way of being is possible. And this awakens hunger in them for their own transformation. This curiosity often leads to imitation. People start adopting your phrases, your habits, your perspectives. They might not even realize they're doing it. Your influence seeps into their consciousness, subtly reshaping how they see the world. The chosen one isn't merely observed. You're studied, analyzed, contemplated. Every interaction with you becomes an opportunity for others to grow and evolve. This is why the watching never stops. People are drawn to the light you carry, hoping some of it will illuminate their own path. 4. Your aura radiates healing energy. There's something about being near you that makes people feel better. It's not your words or actions necessarily. It's simply your presence. You carry healing energy. People feel calmer around you, more peaceful, sometimes even physically better. This isn't something you consciously project. It's a natural byproduct of your alignment with the divine. You become a conduit for healing energy, whether you intended to or not. People often report feeling rejuvenated after spending time with you. Their anxiety decreases, their pain eases, their confusion clears. They might not understand why, but they know something shifts when you're near. This healing operates on multiple levels: physical, emotional, and spiritual. Emotionally, your empathy and compassion create safe spaces where people can release pain they've been carrying. Spiritually, your connection to the divine acts as a bridge, helping others reconnect with their own higher selves. Your ability to truly listen, to be fully present without judgment, is itself a powerful healing force. In a world where everyone is distracted and half present, your full attention is a rare gift that allows people to feel seen, heard, and valued. However, this healing energy can be overwhelming for some. People not ready to face their pain may feel uncomfortable around you because your presence brings their unhealed wounds to the surface. They might resist you, feel agitated, or avoid you, not because you've done anything wrong, but because you're triggering something they're not ready to address. This is why people watch you so closely during difficult times. Subconsciously, they know you're a source of healing. They're drawn to you when they're suffering, seeking comfort and relief they may not find elsewhere. Your healing aura is both a gift and a responsibility. It's important to protect your energy, set healthy boundaries, and not allow yourself to become depleted by constantly giving to others. 5. Your wisdom commands attention. When you speak, people listen differently. Your words carry weight that goes beyond their surface meaning. You possess wisdom that transcends your age and experience. This isn't intellectual knowledge you've accumulated. It's spiritual understanding rooted in your connection to something greater. You see beyond surface appearances, grasping deeper truths that elude most people. Your insights cut through confusion and noise, revealing the essence of situations with remarkable clarity. This is why people seek your advice even if they can't articulate why they trust your perspective. Something in them recognizes that you're tapped into truth, but your wisdom also disrupts. 6. Your integrity is unshakable. In a world of compromise and moral flexibility, you stand firm. Your principles aren't negotiable. Your values aren't for sale. Your truth isn't something you bend to convenience or popularity. This unshakable integrity makes you both admired and threatening. People are drawn to your authenticity because it's so rare. They see in you a level of honesty and consistency that inspires them to live more authentically themselves. But your integrity also threatens those who operate through deception and manipulation. That you're as compromised as everyone else. But you're not. You remain true to yourself even when it costs you, even when it would be easier to bend, even when standing alone feels unbearable. This courage and conviction are what define you. Your integrity also inspires. When others see you refusing to compromise your values, it gives them permission to do the same. You model what it looks like to live with real authenticity, and this creates a ripple effect of positive change. People watch you closely because they want to see if your integrity is real. They're testing you, observing whether you'll maintain your standards under pressure, and each time you do, you earn deeper respect and create greater impact. 7. Your actions speak louder than words. You don't just talk about change, you embody it. Your actions consistently reflect your values, creating a powerful testimony that words alone could never achieve. In a world full of empty promises and performative authenticity, you actually follow through. What you say and what you do are aligned. This consistency is rare and powerful, commanding respect and attention from everyone who observes you. People watch you because they know your actions reveal your truth. They've learned that observing what you do tells them more than listening to what you say. This makes you trustworthy in a world where trust is scarce. Your ability to lead by example is one of your greatest strengths. You don't demand that others follow you. You simply live your truth so fully that others naturally want to walk the same path. Your actions become an invitation to a different way of being. However, this also makes you a target. Those threatened by authenticity see your consistent action as a challenge. They may criticize, oppose, or attempt to sabotage you because your integrity exposes their inconsistency. 8. Your aura radiates sacred magnetism. There's something inexplicably captivating about your energy. People are drawn to you in ways they don't fully understand. This isn't about physical attractiveness or charisma in the conventional sense. It's something deeper. You carry sacred magnetism, a force that pulls people toward you because they sense something divine in your presence. It's as if you're a living reminder of what they're searching for, and they can't help but be attracted to that light. This magnetism creates profound connections. People feel a sense of coming home when they're around you, a soul-level recognition of something they've been missing. These connections go beyond surface interaction. They're spiritual encounters that often change people fundamentally. However, your light can also repel those not ready to face their shadows. Your brightness illuminates darkness within others, forcing them to confront what they've been avoiding. Some choose distance rather than transformation, and that's their choice to make. The chosen one must navigate this magnetism with wisdom. Not everyone drawn to you is meant to stay in your life. Some are only meant to encounter your light briefly as part of their journey. Discernment about who receives your energy is crucial. Your sacred magnetism is both a gift and a responsibility. It confirms your connection to the divine and your role as a light bearer in this world. Conclusion. Now you understand why everyone watches you. It's not paranoia. It's not coincidence. It's the natural result of being chosen to carry light in a world that desperately needs it. Your presence creates emotional impact, provokes envy, sparks curiosity, radiates healing, commands wisdom, demonstrates integrity, proves itself through action, and emanates sacred magnetism. Each of these qualities makes you impossible to ignore. The attention you receive, both positive and negative, is confirmation that you're fulfilling your purpose. You're supposed to stand out. You're meant to be watched, because through watching you, others learn what's possible for themselves. But remember, with this visibility comes responsibility. Use your light with discernment. Protect your energy. Set boundaries. Not everyone who watches you has good intentions, and not everyone who's drawn to you is ready for what you offer. Trust your divine purpose. Trust your light. Trust that the attention you receive, uncomfortable as it sometimes is, serves a greater plan. You are never alone on this journey. The divine guides you, supports you, and works through you. Keep shining. The world needs your light now more than ever.